Hey YouTube, here again. Got another pickups video for you. Been to Grainger Games once again this week, or more than once. Over the week I've been 3 times, I think, 3 different stores, and yeah, this is what I picked up. These were all 50p each, as they were before. So I grabbed the Exorcist, the version you've never seen. The original Clash of the Titans, absolutely love that film. Absolute 80s classic, one of my favourites from the 80s, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, great film. I'm shocked that I didn't already have that. A film that I've not seen for years, and I actually don't remember anything about this. Harlem Nights, Eddie Murphy, and more Eddie Murphy. 48 Hours, I seem to remember that was a pretty funny film. This one I don't think I've seen, The Golden Child. I don't remember, I remember the film, I remember it coming out, but I don't remember ever watching it, so yeah, that'll be one to try. And the film I watched today, actually, watched it this afternoon, FX Murder by Illusion. Really enjoyed this. I remember this from when it came out, and watched it several times over the years. Once again, I didn't remember, I knew the premise of the story, but specific scenes and specific sort of the way the film, you know, the story of the film, I didn't remember much about it. So yeah, it was really fun. The one criticism I have about this DVD, it must be a pretty old DVD. The movie's in widescreen, but it's in widescreen within a 4:3 aspect ratio, which means in a 4:3 aspect ratio, you've got on a widescreen TV, you've got sort of black bars down either side of the square picture. So you've got your square picture and then your black bars down either side. But then within that, you've got your widescreen, so then you've also got your black bars across the bottom and the top. So you've got a black donut pretty much around the film, around the picture that you're watching, which is really odd. I've tried it in my Blu-ray player, my HD player, and my Xbox 360, and not one of them would fix that. It was really odd. So I had to do it with my TV. There's a zoom option on the TV. You can change how it looks, and so it zoomed in slightly on the picture and without changing the ratio, so it still looked okay, and cropped it very slightly. But yeah, it was really enjoyable. I was chuffed to have grabbed that again. This one, know nothing about, complete blind buy. Black Sea with Jude Law, and that was probably the only reason why I picked it up, because it was a Jude Law movie. Again, know nothing about this one. 100 million BC. Yeah, dinosaur movie. Looks like quite a cheap dinosaur movie. Speaking of cheap movies, oh my god, The Dam. This was awful. Oh, it was terrible. They say there's nothing like a good disaster movie. This was nothing like a good disaster movie. It was terrible. It was Indian or Sri Lankan or that part of the world. So the majority of the cast were from that part of the world, but they were acting obviously in English. It wasn't dubbed in English. So you know, obviously these people acting in not their original language wasn't that good. And even the proper English actors were awful actors. And the special effects, oh my god, they were special. Oh, they were special. No, it was horrible. Steve Jobs, I haven't seen this yet. I'm looking forward to checking that out. Detroit Rock City. I recognise some of the cast in this, but I don't know. Again, this is one I don't know that I've seen it or not. So we'll check that out. And yes, I picked this up last week. True Lies, but I picked it up in a double pack with the A-Team. for another 50p, I'm quite happy to. I've got this in its own release, and that's 18 double pack. I'll just go back to a charity shop or something like that. It's worth nothing at CX. They price it in as 1 penny, so there's no point trading it. I'll just take it to the charity shop. And Natural Born Killers. This is another one of these snapper cases that I like to get. Again for 50p. It's a no-brainer, and it's a pretty good movie. I've got the Addams Family and the Addams Family Values. Killing Zoe. This came out in the mid-90s in the wake of the early Tarantino movies, and I think, like it says there, from director Kill Bill Tarantino, or director of Kill Bill, Quentin Tarantino. Obviously this DVD must have been released in the mid-2000s, but the film came out in the mid-90s, and I think it was executively produced by Quentin Tarantino, and even when it was out on VHS, it had Quentin Tarantino's name all over it. I only watched it once, and I think it was probably a bootleg in the 90s, and I wasn't that overly fussed on it, but it's been 20 plus years, and the copy that I watched I don't think was very good, so I think it's time for a rewatch. So I'm going to check that out again and see if it lives up to what I originally thought of it, or whether it's any good, but we'll see. I've seen films before that have had Tarantino's name attached to them, and they weren't good, so we'll see. It might be okay, we'll never know. Anyway, Snakes on a Plane. This is just good cheesy fun. Samuel L. Jackson, what more can I say? And then a couple more Bond movies. This time we've got Diamonds Are Forever, again with that art on the back that will make up the logo, and Live and Let Die. And then moving on, I grabbed QI, the complete first series. It's always good for a laugh. Dirty Sexy Money. This actually wasn't the show that I thought it was when I picked it up. I thought it was something completely different. It was an Eddie Izzard show, which I can't even remember the story or the name of now, that I saw the first season of, or some of the first season. So this isn't what I thought it was when I first picked it up, but it was 50p. The only problem is it's series 2, or season 2, so I'm going to have to find season 1 to watch first. Benidorm, series 3. Another one of these Top Gear magazine freebies. This is Supercars. And then some more Top Gear at the movies. Great African Adventure. And Top Gear Apocalypse. And some more TV. We've got The Ultimate Force, Series 1, Series 2, and Series 4. So I need to find Series 3. Never seen an episode of this, but sounds pretty good. And then finally, I wasn't going to grab this. I picked it up and put it back down, and actually left and came back and grabbed it. And this is Doctor Who, and it is the Davros, complete Davros collection. However, as you can see, it's missing the slipcover, but it's for 50p. It's 8 discs. There's 6 stories. There's Genesis of the Daleks. Okay, there isn't 6 stories. Genesis of the Daleks, disc 1 and disc 2. Destiny of the Daleks, Resurrection of the Daleks, Revelation of the Daleks, and Remembrance of the Daleks. And then Davros Connections, I'm guessing this is special features, and the Audio Adventures, which this is the thing that surprised me the most. It's got several of the Big Finish stories on here, and I'm a big fan of Big Finish audio books. I've listened to a couple of these already, and yeah, I'm just hoping there's a way, because that's a DVD. Normally I rip the CDs into iTunes so I can listen to them on my phone. So I'm just wondering if there's a way I can rip these into iTunes to do the same. But yeah, for 50p I thought, what the heck, I'm going to grab it, even if it is missing the slip cover. Or the sleeve, whatever you want to call it. But for 50p, I had to get it, even though it really annoys me that it's not complete. But what can you do? Anyway, that's everything from Grainger Games for this last week. And I was surprised actually at how much stuff they had in that I didn't see on the shelf last week. Now I know one of the shops I went to did tell me that they were getting more stock in from their warehouse. So maybe the others have as well. Whether they're still, I know they're still accepting stuff over the counter, but he said they were only paying pennies. So whether anybody be taking them in and only getting, you know, a few pence for them, I don't know. But I'm going to keep going back until they're not showing any new stock, because at 50p a piece, and some of the items I've picked up for 50p a piece I'm very happy with. I mean, I'm very happy with. No, I'm not going to say I'm very happy with everything, because that one film, the dam, was awful. And there may be one or two others in there that I haven't seen that may well be good or may not be good, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm rambling. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will speak to you next time. Ta-ra.